them, and because you've been there, you're able to say, you know what, guys, this is the right way. Like I had one of your interviews at some point ago, and you said it's usually 5% talent and 95% hard work. So how important is that for you guys, drilling that into those youngsters, so that their journey will be, much easier than when you started?
Well, for me, I think it's a passion, firstly, for me in athletics and giving over the torch to young guys. And for me, if I can cut the middle guy out, what I went through and endured it, and I can give it over to them without them going through it, because I've experienced it, and I can cut the middle guys, then we can make other mistakes. I mean, the process and the progression will be much more fast and easy, and they can make other mistakes. So I think it's a very essential effort, because a lot of guys think at home, they don't know how we got there and what happened and stuff. So now we actually, the intermediate guys that actually puts them up on the platform, we're giving them the platform, and we can push them up, and they can always come to us for guidance. And I mean, going forward, because we were the, let's say, the first ones, or the front of the guys that we had to like sort of maneuver it. And I mean, they don't have to maneuver. Now they have sort of guidance. And I mean, it can grow further, not only in African champs, I mean, going to European, going to international meets and growing. And I think if you see it now, Zengo's also touching it back there in Burkina Faso and going so forth. So Africa's coming on the rise with athletics and growing, because now the guys are plowing back. Your Fasuvas and your Makwenas. I mean, you got all these other athletes that have been on there that done it. And I mean, your Ezekiel depends on them giving back. So it's working out nicely.
And what's the federation really doing? I mean, the Athletics Federation, indeed the Sports Federation, Sports Ministry, what have you? What support have they been obviously giving you guys to pass on your knowledge to the young ones over there?
Look, the federation's trying. I mean, you must also understand that, I mean, it's not like they fund it and also need sponsorship, but I think they're creating opportunity for the youngsters where there's competition now back home, and they're pushing up, and they actually exposing them to all these international meets and so forth. So they're giving them a platform where they can go actually and compete at African champs, a participation, they can see it, Commonwealth and so forth. And I think that is important, and that is what they're giving us back. And I mean, it's awesome.
And looking back at your career, I mean, you've really done well for yourself, and at the moment you're also passing your knowledge not just to athletes from Namibia, but the southern part of Africa. Have you? I know, and I'm not sure now if you probably on your spikes yet. If you're still looking forward to maybe giving a go at the Commonwealth Games, the Olympics, who knows? But how's that transition been for you? I mean, starting as a junior, as a senior, and now you are a coach, sort of.
So for me, I must say I haven't hanged up yet. I'm still in the fight. I have unfinished business at the Commonwealth Games, and I mean, I think it just prolonged it now. I mean, with the whole COVID thing, and I mean, my body feels fantastic. I mean, I'm training good, hard, smart, and I mean. And it's not about the age. I think it's also just with how you take care of your body going forward. And I mean, it's going for me well. And I mean, I'm towards the end of my career as an athlete. But now I also have a group of guys that I coach. And they excite me. They put me on edge. They push me. I mean, I have Menzi in the group. I mean, I have Divan there, Junior. I have a lot of guys, Patience that I coach, also the African bronze medalist. And I mean, there's a lot of guys, Zarfus there. And I mean, so for me, it's like coaching them, giving them over, pushing, and I'm also pushing with them. And I can see what's coming out. It's like we're working. And I mean, on top of it, I'm also a UGA athletics manager. So I'm in a position where I give scholarships to athletes to come and study at university, not only do sports, but combine the stuff with programs like I did myself. And, so there's a career path after them. And, when they transitioned out, because now the biggest problem with athletes was also what do you do now